Welcome to the deep dive. Look, if you're in the dropshipping game, you know it's tough out there. Competition's fierce, margins are tight.
Yeah, just having a product isn't going to cut it anymore. You really need something extra.
Absolutely. An edge. And speaking of getting an edge, if boosting your social media presence is part of your plan, checking out rapidboost.net could be a smart move to amplify your reach.
Good point. And that really ties into what we're diving into today.
Mm.
Effective content strategies for dropshipping. We've been looking at this great article, and it goes way beyond just, basic product photos.
Right. This isn't just theory. It's about giving you actual strategies.
Yeah.
How to create content that, well, does the job, attracts people, keeps them interested, and ultimately gets them to buy.
Think of it like building a magnet, really.
Exactly. So our mission today is basically to pull out those key secrets from the source material, the things that can take your dropshipping store from being lost in the crowd to being, well, irresistible.
And what's so interesting with dropshipping, as the article points out, is you're often selling stuff other people are selling too. So how do you make your store the one people choose?
That's the big question, isn't it? And the answer seems to be content. It's how you show your value, even for common items. It's how you build trust.
Yeah, trust is huge, especially now. People are savvy. They're wary of, generic sites just pushing imports. Content is that bridge. It shows you actually understand the product.
And understand the customer. Right. The article really hammered home that you need different content for different stages. Someone just browsing needs something different than someone ready to buy, or even a past customer.
Exactly. Tailoring that content nudges them along, brings them back. It's not just about the purchase. It's about repeat business for you.
So the old way, just have a product description that's not enough in 2024. Content is like your protective moat, building that brand connection.
Couldn't agree more. So where does the article suggest starting? What's format number one?
Okay, first up, product-focused video, especially short-form stuff. Think TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, fast, visual, attention-grabbing.
Yeah, these platforms are huge for discovery. The key seems to be showing the product in action, solving a problem really quickly, like under 30 seconds, maybe even under 15.
The article had a great example, a kitchen gadget store. They made these short, like 15, 30-second cooking hack videos, showed the gadgets being used in a real kitchen.
And the results?
Sales up by 350%
Yeah.
just from those simple videos. It wasn't fancy, just effective.
Wow, that really shows the power. And what about things like unboxing or user content?
Oh yeah, huge. Unboxing videos, user-generated content, UGC. It's like gold for social proof. Seeing real people happily using your product builds instant credibility.
And it can be pretty cost effective too, right? You're not always creating it yourself.
Exactly. The pro tip was to actually incentivize customers. Offer store credit if they share an unboxing video on Instagram, for example.
Smart. And then feature that UGC prominently.
Absolutely. On your site, on your social feeds, and crucially, link it directly back to the product page. Makes it super easy for someone watching to click and buy. Frictionless.
Okay, so video is powerful for grabbing attention. What's next for building more sustainable growth?
Educational blog posts and SEO content. This is more of a long game, but crucial. It's about targeting those search terms people use when they're researching solutions.
So not just selling the product, but answering the questions around it.
Precisely. Like the pet store example in the article. Instead of just listing a dog harness, they wrote, how to choose the best harness for small dogs.
Ah, so you draw people in who are actively looking for that specific information.
Right. And then you naturally showcase your products as the solution within that helpful content. It drives really relevant traffic.
Makes sense. And what about comparison guides, like product A versus product B?
Super important, according to the source. Helps people in that consideration phase, reduces their worry about making the wrong choice, and positions you as the expert.
Yeah, I saw that SEMrush data point mentioned. Searches like best X for Y or X versus Y have really high buying intent.
Exactly. The article suggested that nailing these guides can lead to like a 3 or 4 times increase in qualified traffic over time. People searching that way are often ready to buy.
Okay, so we have attention-grabbing video and informative blogs. What about directly building trust through customer experiences?
That brings us to social proof and customer stories. We touched on UGC, but this is about actively using testimonials.
Real ones, right? Not just generic quotes.
Definitely. The article stressed authentic testimonials, ideally with photos or even short videos of the actual customer, putting those on product pages, in emails, even in ads. It cuts through skepticism.
There was that fashion dropshipper case study, wasn't there?
Yeah. They put a carousel of customer reviews with Instagram handles, which adds transparency right above the Add to Cart button.
Yeah, the impact.
Doubled their conversion rate, just from making that social proof visible and easy to see at the point of decision.
That's significant.
Right.
What about before and after content?
Huge, especially for certain niches. Beauty, wellness, home improvement, anywhere you can visually show a transformation thanks to the product. Photos or short video reels work great.
But what if you're new and don't have tons of customer results yet?
Good question. The article had a hot tip for that. Partner with nano or micro influencers, people with smaller but really engaged followings.
Ah, okay. So you get honest, authentic demos from them, even without a huge budget.
Exactly. Their audience trusts them, so it carries real weight.
Okay, moving on. Let's talk email. It's easy to just blast sales, but the article suggested a more nuanced approach.
Very much so, especially that initial welcome sequence when someone first signs up. Don't just hit them with discounts immediately.
What should you do instead?
Educate. Share how-to tips related to your products. Showcase some of that great UGC, maybe link to a relevant buyer's guide or highlight top reviews. Build the relationship first. Show value beyond just selling.
That makes a lot of sense for building trust with someone new. What about tackling abandoned carts? That's a big one for dropshippers.
Huge. And again, personalization is key. The article talked about sending reminders, sure, but making them smarter.
How so?
Include snippets of UGC featuring the exact items they left in the cart. Or maybe a limited time offer just for them. Or even add value, like a quick guide on how to use the product they were considering.
And there was another case study here, right? An electronics dropshipper.
Yes. They actually integrated personalized use case videos into their abandonment emails, showed people how they could specifically use the gadget they nearly bought,
And it worked.
recovered an extra 8% of abandoned carts. That shows the potential for you if you get creative with those follow-ups.
Wow. Okay, so email is powerful when done thoughtfully. What about making the website itself more engaging?
Interactive content, things like quizzes or product finders.
Like which beard oil suits your lifestyle or something like that.
Exactly. They get people clicking, spending more time on the page, and crucially, they help shoppers figure out which product is actually right for them. It guides them.
And does it actually impact sales?
Apparently so. The article cited a Shopify statistic that stores using interactive product quizzes see, on average, a 20% higher conversion rate.
20%. That's not insignificant.
Not at all. And another interactive angle is live streaming. Q&As on Instagram Live, for instance.
Yeah, real-time interaction.
Right. You can demo products live, answer questions on the spot, even run flash sales. It brings an authenticity that's hard to replicate otherwise, especially for viewers like you.
Okay, one more format mentioned.
Yes.
Something about memes.
Yes, social media memes and trends. This is about showing your brand's personality and being relatable.
So jumping on current trends, but in a way that fits the brand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially if you're targeting younger audiences, Gen Z, millennials. They appreciate brands that don't take themselves too seriously and understand internet culture.
The article had an example, didn't it? A novelty apparel store.
Yeah, they remixed some trending meme, it went viral, and they saw a 28% jump in sales that month.
So it can have a real business impact, not just likes. But it needs to be balanced, right? You can't just be memes all day.
Definitely. It's about mixing it up. Use polls, maybe simple games or puzzles, things that are purely about engagement to keep your audience interested even when they aren't actively shopping. Keep them coming back.
Okay, so quite a range of strategies there. Product video, educational blogs, social proof, smart emails, interactive stuff, and even social trends.
It really paints a picture of needing dynamic, trust-building content that's tailored to where the shopper is in their journey. It has to be audience first.
Absolutely. So for listeners, maybe the first step is just taking stock. Look honestly at your current content. What's working, what isn't.
Yeah, an audit. And really dig into who your audience is. What do they actually need? What problems are they trying to solve? Then build a content calendar around that.
And don't forget repurposing. That blog post can become social snippets, video ideas.
Good point. Get the most out of the effort. Test different formats. See what resonates with your specific audience. And, keep an eye on what's new and trending.
And weaving SEO into all of it, right? Making sure people can find this great content in the first place. Keywords and blogs, descriptions, video titles.
Crucial. So the final thought to leave everyone with is maybe. Which of these strategies can you implement, like right now? What's one thing you can do today to start building that stronger connection?
Yeah, what unique stories can you tell through content that will make your dropshipping business stand out and really start to grow?